He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Ready to go, and now Ryan Roberts. Cut on and missed at 101, and we are underway. Right through there for a strike. Next one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Sends it to first. 1 out in the top of the first.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Hank Aaron in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. One of the amazing things about Hank Aaron is the consistency he had over the course of his career. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
In terms of that consistency, making an all-star game in 21 straight seasons is a pretty good indicator of what a steady player Hank was. There were no bad seasons for Hammer and Hank. There were hardly even any bad days.
Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him swinging. Back here in Denver and towing the slab, John Donaldson.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Late swing fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Out to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Chipper Jones stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Donaldson, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. 1 out, base is empty. Pitch misses there. 2-1. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
George Springer, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that one is inside. You look at what the elite pitchers do. They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That one missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. Now here is Lawrence Butler. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back. Now it's Matt Chapman. Clemens back to work. That one at triple digits.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Just missed.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
I got 3-2.
Rolling. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Clemens throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. One down, base is empty. Back to the dugout after watching 103 go by. Not much you can do against that pitch. Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
Swings through that.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up.
And he got him. Strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. There's the swing and a miss.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
That's down and in. That one in the dirt. It's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Trying to move him over here. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Zach Neto. That misses. And that's ball one. Bailey over at first with one away. Up and in, 2-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Donaldson delivers. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. On to the 3rd inning. Leading off, Evan Carter. There's a strike.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Hard hit left side. And he's safe at first.
Everything came together for him. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Xander Bogaerts in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be
runner on the go. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Runner on the go again. In there for strike 3.
And that's a head-scratching at bat, walking back to the dugout. But you got to give credit to the pitcher, working his way back in and finishing the hitter off.
Kyle Higashioka stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Pinch hitting, Ethan Salas.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Goes to second and he's picked off. In there safely. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Now fly ball to right center. Beltran, long run into the gap. Takes it in for the out. The relay throw. In there. He's safe.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Roberts swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Nasty fork ball for strike 3. And now it's going to be Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1. Beltran goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Fastball is outside.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
And he walked him.
No, that's a ball.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Jones.
Aaron on his horse. Nabs it, 2 away down. And the batter is George Springer. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
The 1-0. That one back there. And that will end the inning. Back here in Denver, onto the fourth, digging in, Hank Aaron.
The right fielder, Hank Aaron.
And that one misses up and in. Ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Late on that fastball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count's even at 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Clemens hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Luis Robert now. His first at bat was a strikeout. On its way to the corner, Beltran towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. The delivery to Robert. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Chapman at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
The count.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one just misses, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs. That's a strikeout for Chappie. Back here at Coors Field. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Fought off foul.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Chapman over to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Lawrence Butler, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And the batter now, Patrick Bailey. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Robert makes the grab, and that's the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Stepping in, Nick Kurtz. Clemens back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Well, these players just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Here comes Aaron Judge. Struck out swinging his first time. And he dodges that fastball. Oh, that fastball drilled him.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Carter in the box now, takes strike one. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Butler. And there's two down. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Struck out looking in his first at bat. And a foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. And that's the second disengagement down. Judge off of first with two away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Now move to first. And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Fouled off. He was late. That one in triple digits.
0-2 is the count.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Neto takes low, second trip to the plate in this one.
That's ball two.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Kicks and deals. And that's a little bit high. Now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Full count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike.
I like it.
Save. Runner at second here, one gone.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Throws across the diamond, and that's an out on the sacrifice. Tag out at third, and that's a double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter will be the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. And that's in there for a strike. A slider that finds the mark. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Ball one to Bogaerts.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
In for a strike, and the count even at 1. And there's a ball.
2.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. 2-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now a chance for Ryan Roberts. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Now pitching, Bob Gibson.
2 down, nobody on. And that's downstairs. Now 2-0.
2-0.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit.
All over that one right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That one's in there, and the count 1-2. He goes down looking. Back here in Denver, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Carlos Beltran. The pitch. Robert makes the catch for the out.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky. But he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Jones, 26 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
And foul ball. The 0-2. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's George Springer. 1 for 2. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Man at first, 1 away. Outside low. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Over to first, and he saved. Jones, the runner at first, with 1 gone to the inning. got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting,
Scott
number
Rowland
27.
will hit next. He's already homered in this game. Swinging a foul straight back. Foul ball. 0-2 now.
1 ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes. Two balls. 2
Squirts
strikes.
away a little bit. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
In plenty of time to first, and that is the... We go to the top of the 7th, so here's Robert now. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here is Matt Chapman. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That catches the corner.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Move to first. Chapman dives back in safely. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Chapman on his way to third. Here comes the throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And there are 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
So 2 down now, and here is Evan Carter. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on 1 swing.
0-1's the count.
In the dirt, blocked, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Not
1 ball,
close with that
2
one.
strikes.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Strike 3 looking. That pitch was bottom of the inning. And now Patrick Bailey. That's in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ripped to right. And there's one down. So up next,
now
Nick Kurtz.
First baseman, Nick Kurtz.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And it goes just foul. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three. Ground ball to the right side. And that's a fair ball. So a man at first. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ready to begin the 8th, and here comes Sander Bogaerts. Gagne back to work, and that one's a little bit low, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
1-0-1 on the gun, swing and a miss. That one ripped. And he's safe at first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. 1 for 3. Yeah, that's fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 3-2.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Luis Robert Jr. That went outside. Ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. In time.
He's out.
So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And we're back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. The 1-0. And it's just foul. That was close. Falling behind 2-1. Hit in the air, center field. Robert drifts towards it, squeezes it, and there's one down. And here is Chipper Jones.
10, designated hitter, Chipper Jones.
And that misses. And that is ball one. Trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one in triple digits.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Next offering is down low.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Nope,
He
that's
can't
foul.
squeeze it, and it drops in foul. Caught him looking for the K. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That's a laser base hit. And that extends the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now Scott rolling. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game. But if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now here is Lawrence Butler. And he takes one right on the black. It's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
This one in the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So the tying run at second. Off the mark there. And the count now even up. That one 95 to finish him off. Back here at Coors Field. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Dominguez, a righty that throws with power. 30 years old now. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. There's a strike. There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And that's in the dirt.
No strike.
Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Aaron Judge at the plate.
Aaron Judge.
Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. And that's the 3rd out. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And now, Patrick Bailey. Inside. 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around second now, going for 3. The throw to third, and he's out, trying for 3. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And we're starting over. It's 3-3.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Zach Neto now at the plate. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Line to left, and there's a hit.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down.
Now pitching, Jacob Mizorowski.
Now, Zach Geloff. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. 1 down. Winning run on at first. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Right fielder
Carlos Beltran digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And that's a fair ball. And they hold the winning run at third here, as it'll take another 2-out hit to win this one.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Bogarts zips it to first. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. We're at extras here. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter.
Emmanuel Clausen.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And here is Xander Bogaerts. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Ball, that's inside.
And a count 1-2. And that's
Ball
down
two.
and away.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Man at second. And it stays fair. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Bogaerts into second.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat,
Now
driving in the run with the two-bagger.
Ethan.
Pitch was away, so he
Salas.
definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
1-0.
Salas, the next to hit, takes ball one. And the
That's a
slider
ball.
just misses.
2-0.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Bogaerts, the runner at second with one away. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Brian Roberts, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Robert.
Just
Ball, that's just
missed.
out.
That's off the
Ball
inside
in.
corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's George Springer to start it off. This is off the inside. Ball 1. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Scott Rowland. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. Makes it to second. The winning run's in scoring position with 1 gone.
Comes through with the RBI. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
1 out. Runner at second. Butler getting ready to hit. He gets there. Winning run at third with only 1 out.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings and misses. And
1
the
ball,
count 1 and
2
2.
strikes. 2-2. Count.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. In the air, left field, down the line. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Runner from third comes across, and again, we are tied.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through. Extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run